Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany and welcome to Brittany's Place. On this channel, we do reviews, unboxings, story times, DIYs, mukbangs. I mean, pretty much everything that is fun related. So today we're going to move to the tech side. I'm going to be talking about my opinions and also the specs in regard to upgrading to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. If you are interested, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure that you are subscribed and let's get right into the video. So as you can see on the screen, I have the 15 Pro Max and the iPhone 16 Pro Max on the screen because I want to do a comparison for those of you that are interested in learning more about the 16 Pro Max in general, and then also if you should upgrade if you already just upgraded to the 15. I do fall in that category. I recently upgraded to the 15 Pro Max. I don't really want to say recently, but when it came out, I got that phone, and that's typically what I do. I like to stay up to date with Apple's products. However, even with the 15 Pro Max, I find myself using my 12 Pro Max more. And it may be because all of my apps that I use frequently are on the 12 Pro Max, and I primarily use the 16 Pro Max for business. But, and I don't know if it has something to do with all the cases either, because I have a lot of cases for my 12, more cases than I have for the 15. So I wanted to throw that out there. But even upgrading from the 12 to the 15, I don't see too many differences. The main difference that I could tell, that I can really notice, is the battery life seems longer with the 15 Pro Max. And I'm saying seems longer because sometimes, you can get a phone and the specs will say that it's supposed to be a longer battery life, but it really won't feel like it. Well, it does feel like it's a longer battery life with the 15 Pro Max. And then also it is a clearer picture. I do a lot of recording on YouTube, so I like that. And then I also like the color that I got for the 15 Pro Max. But other than that, I really I can't see too many differences that really stand out to me at this point. So I was like, if I only had the 15 Pro Max, I probably would not upgrade to the 16 Pro Max, and I'm going to be sharing why in this video. So right here, you can see the difference in the color options that they have. They all are semi-neutral colors in my opinion. So that's that. Also, the size difference. So you do get a little bit of a bigger size upgrading to the 16 Pro Max. You get the 6.9 inches instead of the 6.7. For me, that's not a huge deal. Now, I can say if I still had just the 12 Pro Max, I would definitely upgrade that phone at this point to the 16 Pro Max just so that I wouldn't be so far behind, so that I would have a better picture quality, a faster processor, and also a longer battery life. So I would do that. And I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna upgrade the 12 Pro Max. I'm just not sure yet. But again, in this video, I'm comparing the 15 Pro Max to the 16 Pro Max. So as you can see on the screen, pretty much everything is the same thus far. Still the action button, still Apple Intelligence. Now you do get a faster chip. So instead of the A17 Pro chip, you get an A18 Pro chip. Talks about the 16 core neural engine. That's still the same. Now with the new 16 Pro Max, you do get a camera control where you can take photos easier than you can with the 15 Pro Max and the phones before. I don't know if this is a big seller for me just because I'm just not sure that's really a big deal. Like, I don't have a problem taking photos how I take them now. But I guess, there's nothing wrong with being more efficient and making things even more easier. It's just, it's just not something that's a big enough difference so far to make me want to upgrade the 15 to the 16. Again, if it's the 12 Pro Max, cool, I can see that. If it's any phones, before the 12, I can see that too. But the 15 Pro Max, I'm just not convinced at this point. But let's keep going and see if I will get convinced. Tell me if you all are convinced and if you're upgrading or not. So for the camera is pretty much the same as well, except where it gets to ultra wide. Well, no, you also have instead of 48 MP main, it's a 48 MP fusion with the 16 Pro Max. You get ultra wide, with the 15 Pro Max, but you do get, so basically in layman's terms, you get an upgraded camera with the 16 Pro Max, which I expected. Every phone has an upgraded camera with Apple. That's kind of been the trend since I've been purchasing the phones. The phone battery, instead of 29 hours, you get 33. It's still that USB-C. How are you all liking the C chargers? For me, honestly, I don't like them. I just want to go back to the Apple chargers. It just keeps things separate for me. Like, the Android users in the house can keep their chargers, and I want my Apple chargers, whatever. But I'm not loving the C chargers still. So it talks a little bit about the front, how it looks. With the 16 Pro Max, you do get a MagSafe wireless charging up to 25 watts. Goes over the display as well. The display is pretty much, I want to say the same. It's very similar. Can you tell the differences? I mean, besides the size that we went over, and the resolution being a little bit crisper, and 1 nit minimum brightness, it's pretty much the same between the 15 Pro Max and 16 Pro Max. The weight is a little bit heavier with the 16 Pro Max. Also splash, water, and dust resistant. That's the same as well. So just so far going through this and looking to see, hey, is this something I would upgrade? If I only, like I said before, my opinion has not changed. If I only had the 15 Pro Max, no, I would not upgrade to the 16 Pro Max. At this point, I don't know what else Apple can do to sway me to want to keep buying the products besides the fact that I just like Apple products, and it's kind of just doing it out of habit now and making sure that I stay up to date with technology. Other than that, it's not really giving me that like excitement that makes me want to just line up the day that it's coming out and purchase it. Now, I probably still will pre-order it. Like I said, I'll probably upgrade the 12 because I pay for the next plan with AT&T where you can just upgrade. You pay a little bit and upgrade to the newest phone every time it comes out. So I may do that. But again, it would be the 12 Pro Max and not my 15 Pro Max. For video recording, now again, you are going to get more options, and it is going to be better for those of you that are using your phones to record. However, at this point, with the 15 Pro Max, again, I mean, I've recorded on my 12 Pro Max and my 15 Pro Max, and to be completely honest, if I do a comparison video, you'll be able to tell the difference. But when I'm uploading on YouTube from my phones, the video quality doesn't look too much different, in my opinion. Even that's from the 12 to the 15. So I doubt that it'll look, I don't know if it'll look too much different from the 15 to the 16 either. It goes over the front camera, which the front camera is pretty much the same as well. So a lot of the specs and the updates haven't been changed. Like I said, besides the battery, the camera, video recording, which falls into the same category as the camera, the slightly bigger screen, get a heavier phone with the Plus, or the 16 Pro Max, a little bit of a faster processor. I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth upgrading. Also, I do like the color options, but I like the color options with all of the Pro Max. I like that neutral color, so it really doesn't. I mean, the color isn't going to sway me to upgrade or not. Now, I do know there are a lot of people out there that are considering buying just like the 16 instead of the Pro Max. And I believe the 16 does come with a lot more colors, and the color option may be a reason for some people upgrading because the 16 does have, different color options. But for the Pro Max, yeah, I'm not too convinced on the upgrade just based on the color options. So you can see the authentication. That's the same. I believe the Apple Pay feature is going to be the same from the 15 Pro Max to the 16 as well. And so, yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to scroll down so you can continue seeing some more of the specs. I just recorded this clip from the Apple website. So you can always go to apple.com and, read more about the updates and kind of you can compare it to. They have this option on the site where you can click what phone you want to compare to what phone. So you can always do that too. But I pretty much just wanted to come on here and let you all see what the differences are between the phones and let you all know that there's really not too much of a difference between the 15 Pro Max and the 16 Pro Max this time. I'm probably still going to upgrade. I've already mentioned my reasoning for doing that. But still, I just wanted to come out here and, give you my thoughts and look at some of the specs with you all. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Also, be sure to include if you are upgrading and what phone you're upgrading from. I think that will help some of the viewers here. I do want to thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.